Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to share with you guys what I made using up the rest of this 6x8 paper pad. This was one of my goals to use up for March. I wanted to use up this Easter paper pad along with some other things that I had with the Bunnies and Blooms collection, but right now working through the 6x8. So I previously shared this album that I made, so you guys can check that on my channel. I also used the same exact paper pad. So I made this first, and then I still had 10 sheets left over. So I want to share with you guys what I made with those last 10 sheets, or technically 8 sheets because I still have 2 left, and they are just the cut up parts. So I'm going to add this to my 12x12s now. So I have 2 of those left, so I only used 8 for the new folio I'm going to share with you guys today. I still had a couple of other cut up parts from after the first collection, and then some larger strips of paper. Here's the largest one that I had that I'm also going to use with the 12x12. These make like good belly bands or little tabs and things like that. Now these little bits I can't guarantee that I will use, but we shall see what I come up with when I make stuff with the 12x12. So let me show you guys what I made because it is an adorable folio album. So this is a new style folio that I have never made before. I just came across it because I was looking for something where I could use a couple of like 6x8 sheets that I had left. And so I came across a video by Letty from Party Planner Papery where she used some 6x8 pads and made 3 folios. Actually, she made 3 folios from one 6x8 paper pad because you only need 8 sheets for each of these. So she made 3 out of hers. And so I saw her video and she followed a tutorial by May Made It. They're older videos, but I decided to give it a try. I was like, okay, well, this looks simple and easy enough. And honestly, I am just like, I want to be so done with this Bunnies and Blooms paper. It is just, it's pastel, number one. I'm not a pastel person. I'm not like a super bold person either. Like, I do like my neutrals a lot. But anyway, this is just very colorful. It's all pastel-y and just very, very colorful. Like, there's oranges and pinks and purples and blues and greens and yellows and browns, and I'm just like, are we done yet? I want to be done with using it up. It's just not my cup of tea, not like what I love to craft with. It comes out like pretty in the end, but just like my brain does not work this way very well. But anyway, so on the cover here, I'm glad I was actually able to use up some of my thickers because I have the whole thickers sheet from the whole collection. I actually have a lot of goodies with this collection, so I still have like a ton of like journal bits and things like that. But I also had these thickers. I also wanted to do the Easter part, the Happy Easter, but then that didn't really fit on my cover. So we did happy, and then I just die cut out the word Easter using a die set from Scrap Diva Designs. So I just used this die set, which is the Easter words #1 die set, and you've got the words chocolate, egg, happy, so you could do happy Easter, spring, I've used the word spring before also, candy, this one says garden, and hunt. And you could also do Easter egg hunt if you wanted to do all 3 of those, or chocolate candy, or, you know, kind of thing like that. So that's the Easter words #1. I just used the word Easter, die cut it out with the white shadow layer, pink on for the word, and then I also did a foam in pink and I offset it so you could see a little bit of that pink. She also has the Easter words #2 die set with other words here, like I see flowers, greetings, and peeps, and there's some other ones. I want to die cut them out because I want to have like a stash of these for myself as well, so I got to play around with them. But I'll have them both linked down below, and in case you guys want to get anything from Scrap Diva Designs, you guys know to use the code Carolina for 10% off your order. But I just love having words on hand. They come in so handy for all the things. and I love using them in card folios as well. But then on top of that, what you guys are seeing here, I added in some bunny ears and some bunny feet. That is actually from another one of her die sets, which is her 3D Easter display box. Now you can turn this into a whole box of goodies. You can make the box, you could gift it to maybe your niece and nephew, maybe your kiddos, maybe you want to add some chocolate eggs inside or some goodies and whatnot, maybe some peeps. But so it comes with all of these dies here. But and actually these are really great just to make a little pocket, like an angled pocket for an album. So just in case you guys were looking for something, this would be really good to turn into like an angled pocket. You could turn this into like a pocket, just cut off one layer, and then you have the gusset on 3 sides. So whatever you want to do with that as well. It doesn't just have to be a display box. You could use it for so many different things. But what I actually did here, this part, which is like the back of your display box, or would be the back of your display box, I used the ears right here and I cut them out in gray and then like a shimmer pink, and I just tucked it behind there to make like the little ears come out there. And then I just did the little feet, and I included the little bunny feet here as well. And I thought that turned out really cute. And obviously you could also cut out the carrots and things, but there's just so many different things in here that you could use that you don't have to use the way that it's intended, like an Easter display box. And I also used the whole entire thing on the inside, which you guys are about to see in a minute. So like I said, this is a tutorial from May Made It, inspired by Party Planner Papery. I'll have both of their channels linked down below and the tutorial video and everything. But it's just a fun folio. Now, if I were to make this again, I would make the gussets a little bit bigger. I always like to do the folio the way it's intended first, and then if I want to change things later on, I would do that. But I feel like the gussets could be a little bit bigger, and that, I feel like, okay, hold on. So if you only did one layer of matting, it would be fine. But the way that May Made It had designed it, there was a 1/4 inch border from the paper to the cardstock. I only like an 1/8 of an inch border. So I had to double mat everything with gold. Now because I double matted, obviously I used double the amount of paper, so mine bulked up more. So that's where I would say you might want to go a little bit bigger on these like spine pieces. So they're a 1/4 inch. I would probably make them 3/8 of an inch. On each side for the gussets. But anyway, this is magnetized here. I used my Total Element magnets I'm going to share with you guys. So on the outside here, I used the 1/2 inch size. So I used 2 of these 1/2 inch sizes. I have one right here and then one right here. What I did wrong, I mean, it still works because it still attaches and closes, but the magnets here, I put under the yellow and the gold. I had meant to just put it under the yellow on top of the gold, but I messed up there. I did it right here where the magnets are on top of the gold, but under the blue paper. But yeah, so it still works. Don't get me wrong, it still works no matter what. But I just wish I would have done it differently, and you would have heard like the snap better then. And I love the like snap sound. But anyway, so I use the 1/2 inch ones there from Total Element Magnets. And if you guys want to get any of your magnets, get them from Total Element and use the code KarolinasKrafts for 10% off your order. I love these magnets. And if you guys remember when I first got these, this was like all the way up here. I already used like 1/2 of them. And I'm just loving the magnets so much. I use them way more than I would have normally used them, just because they are so much cheaper than the basic gray magnets. And I know a lot of people love their basic gray magnets. I still have a pack here that I haven't used because then I discovered these, so I've just been using these. But these cost anywhere from like $6 a pack to like $15 a pack for 12 magnets, which is really only like a set of 6. So use 6 closures in an album and you're done with this whole entire pack. Like, that's crazy to me, the fact that those are so expensive. And I could just use these guys that are way cheaper. It comes with so much more. They're just as strong and they're thinner, which you don't even see them as much then either, which is fantastic. So highly recommend I'll link those down below. And then I also, on the inside, I used the 3/8 inch size, so just a little bit smaller than 1/2 inch, just a little bit smaller. And then I used those ones on the inside. I could have used both the same, but I don't know. I wanted something bigger on the outside and then a little bit smaller on the inside. So I used these two. I'll have them both linked down below. But anyway, so this is magnetized closed. This opens up like this and then opens up like this. And then I just had the full size 6x8 sheets. What was nice is that I didn't have to crop down any of the 6x8s. You just kind of pull it out of the paper pad. I did have to get off like the sticky part on the top and cut that off, but that's it. Otherwise, there was like no cropping or anything needed. It's a full 6x8. And then here I had one of these sheets that just says there are so many beautiful reasons to be happy. So I threw them on here. So then you open that up like this. This page opens like so. And so I left this part open as like a little tuck spot. Just use some of the stickers from the sticker sheet from the 12x12. Here I had this piece left over, and I wanted to use it to kind of break up some of the patterns, because I was like, I was going to put a sticker on this pocket, and I was like, I can't think of what sticker I want to put here, so I'm just going to use this. And I glued it down on 3 sides plus a little piece in the middle, and kind of turned it into 2 little like separate tuck spots, and I just included some tags in there. And then here in this larger pocket, I have one of the cut aparts. And then here is where I used that bunny. I just used him as like a little journal card spot, which is from this Easter display box from Scrap Diva. So I was able to turn that into a journal card. All I did was cut off this end piece, and that's it. That was just like the little hinge. That's it. That's all I had to do. So I cut them out, cut off that one little hinge piece, and I got this cute little like photo mat or like a journal spot, or both. Like you could add a photo to one side, journal on the other side, and I just thought that turned out super duper cute. So I decided to put that in here. So that's that. And then that magnetizes closed. You could hear the magnets here because I stuck those down correctly. And then this side opens up again, and you have kind of like the same features with another pocket here and another full-size page for photos. I didn't do like a little tuck here this time, but I added a bow here. And then we've got just another cut apart booklet, and then just another one of these bunnies that you could journal on or put a photo on. And I think that just turned out really, really cute. So I want to push you guys to like think outside the box when you look at your dies, because you don't have to use them for the way that they are intended. And this was just such a great example for that, because I used that as little inserts and journal spots there. I used the separate elements to decorate my front cover. And then I had even pointed out that these would make great angled pockets for your albums and things like that. So yeah, like that's just so great and so fun, you guys. So think outside the box to use your dies. If you guys want to get anything from Scrap Diva, use the code Carolina for 10% off your order. And if you guys want to get any magnets from Total Element Magnets, you guys can use the code KarolinasKrafts for 10% off your order. And then of course, this album, or this folio rather, is available in my Etsy shop in case you guys are interested in purchasing it. And yeah, it's like a cute little cutie patootie. Like, I love it. It fits in your hand so nicely. It's not too bulky or anything. And it's just so, so adorable. And I got to use up the 6x8 paper pad. So another paper pad smashed. I'm so happy about that, you guys. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the links below for all the things, tutorial and everything else I shared. And I will see you guys in my next crafty video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.